Ray, you've been out in...
Yes.
Well, I'm looking for a guy, and I wonder if you've seen him. He's called Ray. He's an outlaw with a big mouth on him. Bit of a waster. You haven't met him anywhere out there, have you?
No, I've not met anyone called Ray.
Yeah? Well, if you do find Ray, can you let me know?
What's it worth?
If it's a real lead and not troll crap, then I'll pay you a decent reward for the information. But don't think you can go lying to me and making up where he is. I'll know a lie if I hear it.
Jax. Commander Jax. If someone had told me you would turn up here, I wouldn't have believed it. I heard you were dead.
They tried to execute me. I got lucky.
Disgraced, but not dead. An exile. Now the great commander stands before me. How times change. So what can one Alb rebel do for another?
I need your support.
And why should we help you?
It seems like we're on the same side, Sestek. The Alps from Zakor tried to kill me. What do they think of you?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Isn't the fact that they want us both dead enough reason for us to help each other out?
No, that's not enough. Nobody has forgotten your loyalty to the hybrid. You would have done anything in his name. I should kill you here and now, in case you decided to rediscover your loyalty to him.
You need me, Sestek. Accept it. You have no choice but to work with me.
You're no longer an Alb. You're weak, Jax. Why would I ally myself with you?
Your narrow-mindedness is the reason you won't succeed. You're thinking like Albs, but you lack their strength.
Speak then, Jax. I will give you 3 chances to persuade us, before we decide your fate.
Try anything, and you will be the first to die.
If you think hollow threats will persuade me, you are mistaken.
My experience as an Alb commander can help you defeat the Alps sent after you.
They know you as well as you know them. That could be a weakness, and your knowledge of their orders is weeks old. It is useless.
You are fighting the elex010. They are my enemy, too. Someone from Zakor ordered my execution. Can't you see that our fight is aligned?
Yes. Our struggle is not with the Alb people, only with their leaders. The things the Alb stood for, the true vision of our people, these things have been pushed aside since the hybrid appointed the elex010. And you were their most faithful servant. You saw to it that the hybrid's word stood above all. You and your brother Calax worked together to kill all who stood in the hybrid's way. How can I believe you have rejected all that past loyalty?
Calax tried to execute me.
And yet here you are alive. Hardly convincing.
You are dependent on Elex. I am not. You can learn from that. You are still tied to Zakor while you take Elex. Even now, you are taking on a fight only because of your addiction. Elex weakens you.
Elex strengthens us physically and mentally. while your emotions weaken you. Your arguments have failed to persuade me, but I will give you the chance to prove your value where words have failed.
And why would you do that?
Your survival without Elex, away from Zakor, is remarkable. You have lasted far longer than I could have imagined. That makes me curious as to how you have mastered the power of emotions and navigated the world of the free people. It makes me wonder what you will do next.
Judicator Olbert is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps and Ignidon.
No. My place is here. This role is not for me. You must find another for this task.
I will find Calyx.
Calyx is the greatest threat left in Zakor after the hybrid. His attempt to execute you, if that is what it was, shows he will stop at nothing to see the hybrid's will is done.
That makes him the big threat to you separatists.
That is true. They say he has taken your place, and now leads the Alb armies into battle.
Then we should fight him together.
Your quest for revenge. It feels like an emotional need.
He wants me dead. Killing him is logical.
So you deny that it is emotional? We will see. But whatever the facts, it is still too early for us to attack the elex010 directly. And if they find you, then they will kill you. I suggest you stop the elex010 discovering your resurrection. Your raider crashed in Edan. If the Albs there find someone who has seen you alive, then word of your survival may reach Zakor. You should kill those Albs before they can tell anyone in Zakor that you are still alive.
You think Zakor doesn't know I'm alive?
We have yet to hear any intel that indicates that they have learned of your survival.
It is a logical step, but eliminating Alp soldiers will not be easy. I thought your fight was with the elex010, not the foot soldiers of Zakor.
Believe me, I don't like the thought of killing Albs who have not had the chance to think about the truth. But the troops in Edan are not only capable of reporting your presence, but ours too. They threaten our existence.
Meaning, you want me to take care of your business.
You want our help. We want you to prove you share our interests. This will achieve both our aims.
Very well. Where can I find the Albs in Edan?
They are monitoring the converter in Edan. Someday Zakor hopes to reclaim it. I will send the coordinates to your adjutor.
I want to get...
Of course you do. You were once the most powerful field commander in Zakor. But as the elex has drained from your body, so has your power. You will have to find other ways to acquire strength. You cannot reverse that process now. You have changed, Jax. You must accept that change.
The free people face destruction at the hands of the Alps.
And they are now your only chance of survival. You must learn their skills and perfect them if you or they are to survive. I think your fate is now tied to theirs.
If I hadn't been robbed while I was unconscious in the mountains, I would have the equipment I need.
It is doubtful that the Berserkers would have been so quick to take your equipment. I would look to the Outlaws of Tavar for the person responsible. Try their outposts on the border of Edan and Tavar.
I came to enlist your help, not that of the free people.
And I am helping you. Now you must do your part.
What you mean is you don't trust me.
No, not enough to risk the survival of my people on that trust. Maybe that will change one day, but until then you must be satisfied with this alliance as it is.
Which faction?
They each have their own strengths and abilities. The Berserkers are powerful mages, but they use antiquated weapons and reject most technology. The Outlaws are experts with old-world projectile weapons. They have fewer rules and a freer life. If it is technology you seek, then that can only really be found in the hands of the clerics. But no faction will teach you their skills unless you can show that you agree with their way of life. That you are willing to join them.
Where can I go to improve my weapons and armor?
Try the cities of the free people, or search the ruins of the old world. Whatever you do, you will need to improve the standard of your equipment if you're going to fight the Alps in Medan.
How do you justify targeting your fellow Alps?
We don't celebrate these deaths. They are sacrifices to a greater cause. You know the Alps and Zakor aren't free. They are blinded by the words of the Elexitors. Their minds are controlled by the hybrid. We separatists will see that influence broken. We will bring all Alps back to the true purpose and meaning of the directive. All Alps, including you. The Alps are about more than serving the hybrid and his need to consume all elex. We broke with the clerics to follow logic instead of religion, to achieve the next step in evolution. The logic of this still holds. We must return to our true purpose.
I am no longer an Alp.
Your roots will always be a part of you. You cannot escape your past.
The highest goal of the directive is to deliver all elex to Zakor.
That is what they say. But what do they use that elex for? What were we working to achieve? You know better than I what elex can do and what risks it carries. With their synthetic implants and all the elex they have taken, the Elexitors have lost the ability to see things clearly. The will of the hybrid is all that they know. The Alps will be free to evolve again once the Elexitors have been removed.
Weakening the Alps means that the free people will come to power.
We have our agents and scouts all over Magalan. As soon as one of the other factions could endanger our purpose, we shall move to stop them. Our numbers are growing, and we have become very effective in the way we operate. In your time as commander, you proved that effective action could be taken without needing large numbers of troops. That was important to you.
How are you planning to weaken the Alps?
Our first step must be to shut down the converters.
Yes.
And it must be us who does it. We must lead the process that stops the Elexitors. You should be a part of this, Jax.
The converters must be silenced.
This is the control code that will stop the elex extraction program. It will stop a converter from operating. But the code has to be uploaded directly into the central computer of each converter. We will start with this one here, in southern Abessa.
How do I get it?
You will need to access the converter's control center. That is always located in the upper area of the extraction tower.
What can you tell me about the defenses there?
Many of the units stationed there have been rotated out in the last few weeks. Our intel is reporting that they have been replaced by combat mechs, drones, and mutants. The
I'm in.
pathetic remnants of a degenerate old culture.
Primitive compared to our raiders.
Still faster than walking.
In pain? You should keep up with your training. Then you wouldn't complain.
Halt! Who goes there? Wait, is that you, Jax? I thought you were dead.
Do I look dead?
No. It seems you can't be trusted even in death.
What else did you hear about me?
Here? You mean, what other lies did they sell us? We were told you were executed. You failed your mission, and execution was carried out in the field. What was the real plan? Infiltrate somewhere undercover?
No plan. They really tried to kill me.
You expect me to buy that?
Look at me. Do I look like I'm taking elex? Why would I sacrifice that strength and then try and kill you? When have the elexitors ever allowed people to stop taking elex?
Then what did happen? Why would they try and execute you?
My raider was shot down. Calyx was there at the crash site. He carried out the directive. Execution of those who fail orders. I fell from a cliff when he shot me. Calyx must have thought he'd done his job. But I'm alive, and I want answers.
I wouldn't have believed that a few months ago. However, that story fits with other things that I have seen and heard. There is a change in Zakor. Troops being withheld. Commanders change. Orders aren't followed with the precision we were used to.
What do you think is happening?
I've only just started thinking. In Zakor, I was a drone, an elex-fed soldier. They didn't tell me anything. Now, I'm just a soldier. And without the elex to dull me, I get to be pissed that I wasn't told anything.
What exactly is your job out here?
Reconnaissance. We're gathering information on the Free People. The Albs in Zakor want us dead as traitors. The Free People don't know what to make of us. We're surrounded by threat on all sides. But it was the same in Zakor. There have been changes since the elex010 took control of the courts of the palace. You were probably a victim of those changes.
Do you know Calyx's current location?
His troops moved through a pass to the north in the islands of Abessa a few days ago. The Ice Palace is gathering its strength. If you ask me, we should prepare ourselves for a large-scale attack soon. I'd better get back to guard duty. There are outlaws roaming around out here. They will kill you and have your stuff on the black market before your body hits the ground. They haven't made us welcome, that's for sure.
Thanks for the warning.
Over there! I don't think we'll encounter much opposition here. Let's waste it.
My equipment, my armor.
Hey, watch the blade. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are the things you stole from me?
Stole? Stole? Hey, just relax there, okay? We can talk everything over calmly without the need for accusations. I'll get you a drink at the fort, yeah? What do you say?
Give me my armor and equipment back, and I won't kill you.
Shit! You're him? How did you survive? Honestly, I didn't think I was stealing. I thought it was salvage. I thought you were dead.
Here. You think Baxter did this?
No, look at the blast marks. This was Alb's.
Fuck. You think they're still around?
Could be. I heard there's an Alb commander moved into this area.
Then let's get the fuck out of here.
You can't run from those guys. They want you dead, you're dead.
All Elex to the hybrid.
Shit.
Is that him?
Hey man, you can have the Elex. We'll get out of here.
We're just here to look for this guy. We've seen what we need to, so we can go back to the Duke. No trouble, yeah?
The Duke is irrelevant. All must bow to the hybrid, or die.
You don't want to do this.
The hybrid's will shall be served. Just tell me where my armor is.
Hey, before you start threatening me, remember who you are and where you are. You're an Alb commander. Your own people will want you executed, and so will all the factions if they find out who you are. So calm down and stop drawing attention to yourself.
Who would believe you even if you live long enough to be believed? I want my armor back. You're going to give it to me.
Yes, I got that. But you have to help me first. You see, I've got some people after me. I need some help dealing with them.
So you really think I'll forgive you and help out?
Hey, wow. Losing the Elex has brought out your emotions. But think, I can help you. And I can't pay you back for that equipment if I'm dead. It's in your interest to help me out.
Did you steal from these people too?
You were a dead man. You can't steal from a dead man. And surely that's how you want me to remember it. That you're dead. You don't want people to know you're alive.
Are you threatening me?
No. I'm saying we could help each other. You don't need the Elves or anyone chasing you. And I need to get these guys off my back.
These guys who are after you, are they the reason you left it down?
Yeah. And finding your stuff gave me the funds to clear out before they caught up with me. So I came back here into the desert. Seems we're both on the run, hey? Partners in crime? You help me, I help you.
I'm here for my armor.
I don't have it. I sold it off.
Sold it to who?
You have to understand, it's gone.
You left me to die after stealing from me. Why shouldn't I leave you to die?
You're an owl, a fighter, but you don't know the world outside of Zakor like I do. I know how people think.
You think I need lessons in psychology?
Lessons in psychology? Just listen to yourself, man. You don't even talk like real people do. You'll get cheated, betrayed. That's if no one figures out who you are.
I don't need you.
You haven't so far. You've got lucky. You might be an expert in war, Commander, but trust me, out there, you're a beginner. You need someone with a flair for business. Someone who can sniff trouble before you hit it.
Well, good. Let's assume I am buying this nonsense.
Come with me into the fort. That's like the Outlaws HQ here in Tavar.
And when we get there?
You can help me get in. There are some things there I have to sort out, but I'll have a lot of trouble trying to get in alone. It won't take long to get what I need.
What is it you're planning to steal?
Steal? That was just one time, and I thought you were dead. Look, there's some guy put a price on my head. A full contract with my name on it, and I don't know who it is, or why they've done it. I mean, I'm Ray, lovable Ray. Who wants to kill Ray? Well, someone does, and I have to find out who it is before I get a bullet in my head.
And you really don't know who put a price on your head?
Yeah. I mean, no. That's part of what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I'm Ray. Happy Ray. Friendly Ray. The guy you want at your campfire, Ray. There's not a crew I've worked for didn't want me back.
And yet someone wants you dead.
Exactly. And for what? It's not like I've stolen anything big enough to get someone this pissed with me. Present company accepted.
All right. But don't make me regret it.
Hey, people can say what they want about you, Icebox, but there's a heart hidden somewhere under that cold skin. Well, at least a while after you come down from Elex.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
I am already gone. I'll wait on you at the entrance to the fort. We are gonna do good things together. Just don't take too long, okay?
Excellent. Sand in my armor and sand in my ass.
Ugh, too much information.
My ball sack is being rubbed raw too.
Trying to get yourself killed? You should stay well away from the converter. You won't last 2 minutes in that place.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scrap collector. You know, salvage. Old world stuff. Dangerous business, even this close to that place. But one look at the converter tells you there's gotta be prime salvage just waiting in there. A ton of profit.
And you survived.
Well, I've found a few ways to dodge those owl bastards.
Such as?
Well, I did some looking around and I found an access tunnel that runs right into the command section of the converter. So, I snuck in at night and pumped radioactive gas into the pipe. That was a party, I'm telling you. The owls still haven't found out how to clean the area.
You tried to sabotage the converter alone?
It's keeping those owls busy. Means they're less likely to bother me. Managed to get some military circuit boards out of there. That'll pay for a few months of food. But if you doubt my word, go there yourself and take a look. Oh wait, I have something better. You could take a look and earn us both some profit.
Profit?
Yeah. Listen up. They should have a piece of equipment up there that I could really use. An energy amplifier. It looks like a small crate. If you can get into the command section and find it, there'd be profit in it. But hey, you don't want to get messed up by that gas. We have protective helmets in the fort that can protect you from the radiation.
Understood.
From the ground shall come Elex, the pulse in my heart.
Kill you, you fucking asshole!
Try it.
Come on then, you bastard!
Well, it's on now,
The
asshole.
Berserkers think they can bring life to Magaland. Even keep this thing alive.
That was a sensible decision. Brave, but stupid. Why did he even attack us? Orders? For Lexit? Do they even know what they're doing out here? All they need to do is leave us alone. What do you want here?
What are you doing here?
This is our camp. We're here to grow the world heart, in between being attacked by the Duke's men. But once more, they've taken on more than they can handle. And so my duty has been done.
Why did you make camp here?
For the world heart. This is where warlords told us to plant it, so here we are. Those bastard outlaws have damaged it a few times, but it's growing back. And soon this land will be changed. From empty desert, there comes new life. And those bastards will find their land transformed to paradise, if they don't kill us first.
So you're planning to stay?
The outlaws don't believe in anything. Why should they believe in keeping this land? With the right equipment, our cultivators will heal the world heart, and we'll see change here. Until then, I have to prevent more outlaw attacks. I just don't get it through my head why they would fight us so hard when we are trying to make this desert inhabitable.
Is there anything you need?
We could do with some healing potions. We need to heal ourselves as well as the world heart. If we're to stay and complete our mission, that is. Could you get us those supplies?
I'll get you some potions.
5 small healing potions should be enough. That will help the people here and give us a couple spare in case of further attacks.
I have some healing potions here.
Thank you. I wasn't sure if you'd understand what we're doing here, if you'd help. And yet you share what you have. Here, for your trouble. It's...
Hey, man, not a minute too early. The guys up there have already seen me. If we're unlucky, they will have reported me, and we'll have the bounty hunters after us.
You mean you will have bounty hunters after you?
Ah, come on, don't fool around. Those guys don't take prisoners.
What are you planning now?
There is a guy called Wyatt I need to find. That ass bag is the one distributing the contracts on me up there in the fort. I want to find out who paid him. I want you there with me in the background.
I have a better idea. I speak with Wyatt, and you stay in the background.
All right. Okay, that will work. Let's go.
Now?
Let's not fight. We have to do it quickly. I can feel a target on my back even now. If those guys recognize me, we may have trouble, so be careful. This way.
Welcome, brave traveler. Though you have walked far and the journey has been hard, you have now arrived in paradise. That'll be 200 shards admission, please.
Just pay him. He'll only hang around otherwise. 200 shards seems like a good deal just to get rid of him.
You should listen to him. He talks sense, he does.
Pay him before he starts thinking we're friends.
200 shards to enter paradise. Have a day of dreams, and remember the man who made it all possible. Me.
Tell me about this place.
Like what? What do you want to know?
What do you think I should know?
Right. Okay, so, where do I begin? Do you know about Baxter? Bloody Baxter? He used to be in charge here. Baxter turned the fort into what it is today. Before that, they were just a bunch of ruins, full of scrap. A place to piss in out of the desert sun. But with a vision, a dream, and just a touch of sadistic, overly brutal ass-kicking, Baxter turned a piss pot into a gold mine.
So, what happened to Baxter?
The Duke happened. The Duke and his family. The Duke had the muscle, the connections, the firepower. And that sister of his? Nasty. She had the brains. Found the weak spots in the defenses and brought the Duke's men right in here. So Baxter got out. Fuck knows where he is now. Probably dead under a rock. But things aren't too bad under the Duke's leadership, I suppose. Life can be good if you don't cross him or his people.
Tell me about his people.
Well, there's his twin sister, Nasty. She can handle herself, but I get the sense she's bored in here. She looks after planning and things, but she's restless. Oh, and don't try talking to her unless you have something real to say. She can't stand small talk, or people who don't get to the point. The point being shards, or fighting. Then there's his cousin, William. Plays the big man. And there's his favorites. Chloe, Blake, Big Jim, and Mad Bob. Just don't go calling Bob Mad Bob to his face. When you're talking to him, he's the scrap baron. And you know, they all make shards, so we all make shards. And there's talk about plans. Plans to make the fort something big. What with the Alb attacks and the clerics stealing our stuff, I think we're getting ready to show them we shouldn't be fucked with. So, right, there you are. Does that cover it?
Can you buy Elix here?
Elix? Only if you want fuel for your next trip. The Doc's the best chemsmith here. He mixes Elix into all sorts of things. You can jack it and not worry about turning into an Alb. That Doc, he knows what Elix should really be used for. Freeing your mind. And that Alb converter is gonna help us all find freedom. Woohoo!
You're not afraid of the Alps?
Afraid? Fuck. I'm shit scared of them. I'm not an idiot. I don't want to die. And yeah, other people feel that way too. They stay away from the converter and the Elix. Those Albs stuff their converter with everything that contains Elix, right? So they're doing the work for us. They set the machine up, we take the Elix. We liberate our minds. That's gotta be what the Duke is thinking. Why else would he let them stay there? He'll wait until that Elix is ready. Then we'll use our explosives to blast their asses back to Zakor.
And the people that end up in the converter don't bother you?
Screw them! Assholes were dumb enough to get caught. Dumbasses.
Come on.
The fort. Here squat the outlaws of Tavar. Shit living in
That shitbag. Wyatt is over there.
Then I will talk to him.
Okay, but be careful.
Yeah? What do you want?
What do you know about a contract taken out on an outlaw called Ray?
Who did you say?
Ray, from Tavar.
Ah, that guy. Are you here to collect or just get information on the reward?
Just tell me what you know.
That is charming. And is there a part where you tell me what that has to do with me?
They say you are distributing these contracts, and that there's quite a high sum set out on his head.
Hey, don't fool around.
You don't look like you're joking around, huh? Is that bum even paying you anything to come here and make a fool of yourself? But good. I don't want any trouble with you. Say what you want and just get out, okay?
How many of these contracts do you have left?
Just one more.
Give it to me.
You know, me giving you this is useless. The other contracts are already out there.
You want me to hurt you, and then you give me the contract?
All right. Take it. For all the good it'll do you.
Tell us who has the rest of these contracts.
Oh, enough. They've been going faster than the offer of free beer.
Who told you to distribute these?
You mean I should tell you the name of a person who takes out contracts on someone who upsets them? Can you see why I might say no to that?
So, you're not behind this hit. You're just a middleman.
That's me. Missed a transaction. And now we'll get out of here if that's okay. So have a good one.
A contract. Not wanted alive. Are you still trying to tell me you don't know who is trying to kill you?
What? Yeah, honestly, I really don't know. Why would I go chasing Wyatt otherwise?
The contract taken out on you says to contact W for payment.
W? That could be Wyatt, but no. If Wyatt got the job to put this hit out there, then I know who gave him the contract. Wyatt and I were on the same crew at one time. We were part of Jackson's gang. They were bad times, and the earnings were slim. In the end, I left the group just before they all drifted away looking for better earnings. Wyatt must still be in contact with those guys.
If you knew all of this before, then why did you drag me here?
I didn't know for sure, still don't. And coming here to find out might have got me killed over the wrong idea.
So, how do you think this will play out now?
Listen, I know I owe you. And I know I will only survive this with solid company. So I am going to stick with you until my debt over the armor is paid off, okay? I'll help you. I'll fight alongside you. In return, you help me find Jackson's old boys and collect all the copies of this contract.
You stole my armor and left me for dead. You already owe me.
I know. And I will pay you double what they're worth in return, as well as helping you. What do you say?
I guess it's the best deal I will get from you.
Wow, that even sounds like optimism. And that from an ice block. It seems my brother was right. You really are normal people behind your frozen facade. Okay then, tell me where I should go and I am there.
I have a camp.
Yeah, I already know where you stole your things.
You were watching me?
Hey, I sort of gathered you might be pissed at me. I thought knowing where you were might stop you doing something you'd regret.
I know I'll regret this. You have a brother?
Yeah, Tom. He's all that's left of my family.
Is he as messed up as you?
Oh no, he's much worse. I'm always having to get him out of trouble.
Right. Come with me.
Yeah, looks like you've already got company.
You still have your skill, Jack.
Follow me.
Yes.
Well, excellent. Another desert fly landing here thinking he's found something for free. You're just lucky you aren't a berserker. I hate those forest rats. They're almost as much trouble as the clerics.
I don't want anything for free. I'll earn it.
I hope so. Not like those other factions. They think everything's free. Berserker, cleric. They're both trying to squeeze us out of Tavar. They want to take us out. One needs men, and the other wants our land.
Who wants your land?
The Berserkers and their damn terraforming mushrooms, or whatever the fuck those things are. They want to make a jungle of everything. But we like it here. They can't just take our land and turn us into forest rats. I'm not letting that happen. I am William. I am the Duke's cousin. The Duke is in charge around here, and I'm gonna make sure he stays in charge. We are outlaws.
Are you sure you have everything under control here?
Only an idiot thinks they have complete control of anything. This is about stopping all the little crises becoming big ones. And I have one small crisis that I can use an outsider to solve.
What do you need my help for?
I need someone who isn't on the radar when it comes to the district overseers. Some of them are pissed about something. I need someone to deal with that.
About these district overseers. Who are they?
There's Big Jim. He's in charge of the arena. Chloe, she manages the entertainment district. Then there's Mad Bob. He calls himself the Scrap Baron, and you'd better call him that. People don't call him Mad Bob to his face. Ever. And there's Blake. He takes care of things that need taking care of. They've all earned their place, all proven themselves loyal. But they all have their little problems, and they all want more.
Who's the Duke?
You're new here, so listen closely. The Duke runs this place and all of Tavar. He freed this place from Baxter's tyranny. He is just and he is profitable. Which makes you a lucky man. If you turned up when Baxter was in charge, you'd be dead already. That makes the rules here pretty simple. You want the Duke on your side. And the Duke is my cousin, which means you want me on your side. Which means you want to find ways to make a profit.
So you're not the...
Logan is my cousin. That means I am his voice. That means you do what I say. The Duke tells me, I tell you. It gets done. Got it?
Got it. What if
We don't take people from other factions. But yeah, we're looking for new people. Getting rid of Baxter meant getting rid of his men. So, prove yourself to me and you can swear loyalty to the Duke. You'll find it profitable. None of the other factions will give you the sort of freedom you can get here.
or the Prophet?
Or the Prophet. Not the Albs, they're separatists. Not the clerics or the berserkers. The fort is where the real power lies. Then you will start as a runner, like everyone else. If you want to become an enforcer, you will have to earn that privilege. But to each who proves themselves, there comes profit. There comes trust. There comes armor and weapons. So earn your way and take the profit.
Hey, you.
No.
Did you mean to do that? That tower is where the Duke lives. Serious man, the Duke.
Prophet of problems. Which are you bringing me?
How can I...
Doesn't matter where the shards come from. It's whose pocket they end up in that counts. If you want to make your way in Tavar, you need to start with profit. Only that and loyalty count.
Then you need my help.
I need your help. Well, that's a new one.
Do you want my help?
I'll give you 30 seconds. Tell me what you want.
If you want profit, give me a job.
A job? All right. Find Conrad. You'll find him in the rocket silo. Tell him I want the job finished. And then, you do whatever he needs doing. If he doesn't finish his job soon, I'll kill him. And then, I'll kill you. Oh, and to be clear, you might be disposable, but Conrad isn't. Make sure he is kept alive until the job is done. If he dies, you die. There's your job. Now get the fuck out of here and get it done.
I'll take the job.
Then get it done.
It must be difficult keeping a city like this together.
Do you see any real problems out there? Do you see any more indiscipline than there is in the other factions? Everyone here is free. Everyone here has decided to be here. Liberty, profit, survival of the fittest. Those are the laws of the wasteland. Those are the laws of Tavar. And everyone in Tavar knows that I am the only one who can guarantee them.
Judicator Ulbricht is...
What? Am I supposed to give up Tavar and become some captain for the clerics? Even if this isn't some form of trap, you can't let the clerics and the elves kill each other. That's where the profit lies.
Profit lies in the free people staying free.
You sound like Nasty. She says things like that when she's drunk. She used to be an idealist. Time in the desert leading troops has taught her the truth. You ask her, nothing is free. No one is free. There is only profit.
Okay.
You can get the job done that I've given you. Get your fucking ass out there and get it fucking done. What about them? The berserkers and their pilgrim. They don't even know where their leader has gone. He's hiding in the mountains while they grub around in the dirt. They know nothing about profit. Well, and we don't even have to talk about those elves. They're just completely crazy.
And the clerics?
Who talk of technology but worship superstition? While we grow day by day, they are dying in their stronghold. Soon we will pick the bones of the Horde. After the elves they gave birth to come home to destroy them. Tavar is growing while all the other factions fight amongst themselves, and that is down to me.
It's been a while. Maybe no one will recognize me.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops again.
We don't have enough good people ourselves, without supplying them to fight for the clerics. Ulbricht will have to risk his own people.